TRW, you're next.
Yes, thank you for your time. My name is Tim, and by the way, I can't see. Is the city attorney still awake? The one who cost the taxpayers over $600,000 per year? I can't see. Looks like possibly. In the spring of 2020, when cities and counties were declaring lockdowns and claiming deaths from a we actually went to the hospitals because we had to see for ourselves what was really happening. What we found was that they were mostly empty. Nurses were sent home. One medic even told us he thinks it's. We were shocked, but we weren't really surprised. It wasn't the first time this has happened, but it was definitely the biggest one. But if I knew that there was no, then why didn't you know, Mr. Potter, Mr. Rarig, and anyone else who was running the city at the time? Why did you continue a fear campaign to traumatize the public? Many of whom are still traumatized. They're running around with. We now know that less people died in 2020 than in 2019. So few people died, in fact, that the WHO had to change the definition of. I have friends who committed suicide because they were suffering from depression, and your policies pushed them over the edge. One friend has 5 children who still won't talk to him or let him see his grandchildren because he didn't want to wear. His wife left him for the same reasons. My wife lost her business. Countless people lost their jobs and businesses, their life savings. Can you even begin to comprehend the trauma and devastation that your actions have caused? Have any of you issued a public apology for what your actions have caused? Would you like to apologize right now to the public? I didn't think so.
When I became a council member in Monterey, Dan Albert gave me a couple of words of wisdom. One of them was, Dave, make sure that you admit that you made a bad vote every once in a while. You know, don't get fruitful of yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. But honestly, there's always a chance that you've made a bad vote. So you should be able to admit that you made a mistake.
You know, public servants like you who violate your oaths to the Constitution will go down in history as tyrants. That's all I have to say. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So you should be able to admit that you made a mistake.